My dearest, I have remained close to you in spirit. There were times when my presence appeared as a faint echo, and my voice felt ensnared in clouds too dense to break through. Yet, in that silence you dreaded, I was communicating with you, not through clamor, nor a cacophony of symbols, but through something more profound. I found my voice amidst the stillness. I was communicating in the silence that you failed to grasp. You've traversed through days that felt hushed, seasons where each prayer appeared to settle in quietude. And yet, those were the moments when my hands brushed against your essence, for what you perceived as silence was, in truth, the sacred stillness of the heavens readying to mend you from the inside out. I understand the pain you've sought to conceal. I have witnessed the silent struggles that remain invisible to others. You have mastered the art of navigating through suffering, wearing a smile even when your heart aches, and moving ahead while bearing the burden of unresolved inquiries. But dear one, you were never meant to bear this burden by yourself. You were never meant to endure suffering in my absence. In my profound understanding, I permitted the silence to not wound you, but to invite you into the very essence of my soul. For an extended period, distractions have pulled your focus away. The unending whirlwind, the relentless drive to demonstrate worth, the weight of keeping it all intact, it has sapped your spirit. That is the reason I guided you into silence. Not to forsake you, but to encounter you in a manner that the world could never provide. In the quietude, I am not observing you from a distance. I am infusing vitality into the spaces that cried out for salvation. You assumed I was silent, yet I was engaged in something far more significant. I was mending, reshaping, and revitalizing what lay fractured in realms beyond your perception. Healing often arrives in silence. At times, it arrives wrapped in a sacred stillness, a silence so rich with my essence that it heals wounds too profound for language to touch. I have a point I wish to convey to you. The stillness you have encountered is not merely the void of absence, but rather the profound quietude of purpose. As a surgeon meticulously tends to the intricate layers of the body's inner tissues, the atmosphere demands a serene, concentrated silence. And just like that, I, the esteemed healer, have been tending to the hidden realms within you that remain unseen by others, the unspoken trauma that lingers within, the treachery that shattered your perception of value, the letdowns that chipped away at your belief. Gradually, I came to see each one of them. I always faced forward. I never dismissed them. I enveloped you in a tranquil and hallowed stillness, allowing me to caress those tender spaces with care. Not every form of healing arrives with a flash of brilliance. Not every breakthrough must announce itself with fanfare. Some of the most profound changes occur in moments of stillness, as my essence glides effortlessly, akin to oil on parched skin. Gentle, gradual, and sacred. Here you find yourself in that sacred space, in that gentle breeze, reminiscent of Elijah as he stood in anticipation for my arrival. The flames have receded. The tremor has subsided, the breeze drifted by. Yet, in that moment, a quiet whisper emerged, enveloping me in its embrace. That is the reason I brought you here. Those in your vicinity might struggle to grasp the essence of this season. Your silence might be seen as frailty, your retreat as uncertainty. Yet, I refer to it as preparation. I refer to it as intimacy. I refer to it as healing. And I deem it satisfactory. As the world hurries to voice its thoughts, I am quietly crafting a new language within you. A journey marked by trust, surrender, and a harmonious connection with the divine. I am guiding your thoughts back to truth, refreshing your mind with my peace, and inviting you to take a deep breath once more, profoundly, entirely, liberally. This is merely the beginning of your resilience. This marks the dawn of my power within you. Allow me to convey this to your very essence now. You are perfectly fine as you are. You are not lagging behind. You have not arrived after the expected time. You are not irreparably damaged. You are currently undergoing a transformation. You reside within me. What I have initiated in silence, I shall complete in brilliance. There is no need to rush your healing process. All that is required is for you to stay by my side. Remain with me for a moment. Do not hasten to break the silence before it has completed its sacred task. Life often urges you to rush, to create, to justify. Yet, I invite you to pause, to embrace, to just exist alongside me. This moment is your cherished interlude. This is the moment I envisioned long before time itself unfolded. This silence was never meant to be overlooked. It is an integral aspect of your transformation. In this quietude, I unveil facets of my being that eluded your understanding amidst the clamor. I am unveiling your true essence, the authentic you, untainted by suffering or the influence of others, but rather the vision I held before your very first breath. And you, my dear, are a work of art, not a puzzle to be solved, not a disappointment to be mourned, but a treasure to be adored. Join me, and let us embrace the stillness together. Allow me to softly articulate what remains unspoken by the world. Allow me to address the voids you attempted to mend by yourself. Allow me to remind you of your true essence, not through your actions, but by the presence I embody within you. This is not a void. This is existence. This is not a delay. This is artistry in form. You are not overlooked. A transformation is unfolding within you. A tranquil stillness envelopes you, offering solace and restoration. Your impact on me is beyond what words can express. Embrace yourself in your current form, without the desire to conform to your aspirations or the expectations of others. Every concealed aspect of your being is completely understood by me and yet wholeheartedly accepted. Every thought you've pondered, every flaw you've grappled with, every fear you've buried deep within, I have witnessed. Yet, my gaze has remained unwavering. I understand your challenges. I understand the way you measure yourself, the moments when your emotions seem overwhelming, and those times when you feel insufficient. I am aware of your actions in the shadows, when the eyes of the world were turned away. Yet, I selected you time and time again. Your creation was no error on my part. I made sure to consider every detail. I remained focused and unhurried. Each aspect of your being was crafted with intention. Each facet of your character, your narrative, your creation. Every action was deliberate. Your existence is not a mere coincidence. You are irreplaceable. You are not merely another spirit adrift among the masses. You are my masterpiece, meticulously crafted with timelessness at heart, intricately designed within a vision far beyond your current understanding. Despite life's attempts to twist that truth, I am in the process of reclaiming it even at this moment. Allow me to share my perception of you. Failure is not something I recognize. I observe no signs of damage. I don't see sufficient. I observe an individual who has endured trials that would have shattered many. I observe an individual who continues to appear, despite the hollowness they carry within. I observe an individual striving, even amidst the chaos that seems to engulf their inner world. And beyond all that, I behold my child, my cherished one, my source of happiness. I behold the one for whom I sacrificed, the one for whom I emerged anew, the one I set upon this earth with a purpose that remains unshaken by suffering, humiliation, or remorse. You are infinitely more than the sum of your experiences. You are not merely a reflection of your scars. Your voice is the melody of my salvation. Within you lies an essence that transcends time, an element untouched by worldly definitions and impervious to destruction. The spark within your spirit, the one that endures even in the bleakest of times, that is my essence. I have ignited that flame within you, nurturing it, protecting it, anticipating this very moment, this transformation, this resurgence. I understand the exhaustion that weighs upon you, the weariness of masquerading, the fatigue of playing a role, the struggle to validate your own worth. Listen closely. No need to demonstrate anything to me. You never accomplished that. My choice was not influenced by the potential benefits you might bring to my life. I selected you because my heart is drawn to you. I selected you because you were my desire. From the outset, this journey has been centered on relationship rather than religion, on connection instead of performance, on healing rather than concealment. There exist fragments of your heart that you've endeavored to shield, perhaps even from my gaze, elements that seem too chaotic, too laden with shame, too intricate to unravel. Yet, I find no fear in your chaos. Your struggle doesn't come as a surprise to me. I arrived precisely for that purpose. I arrived to reclaim everything, to transform what seems irreparable into something magnificent. There's no need for you to tidy yourself up before approaching. All you have to do is show up, bringing your authentic, genuine, unrefined essence. I can envision everything, and I desire each and every one of you. You are the one for whom I would forsake the 99. I await your arrival, not with scrutiny, but with a heart wide open. My heart remains unweary of you. My compassion knows no bounds. My affection does not hinge on your most recent wise choice. It stems from my essence, and I remain steadfast. I remain unwavering. I possess a sense of patience. I possess kindness. I am close at hand, and I reach out to you, not with demands, but with longing. Your absence lingers in my thoughts. Neither your flawless prayers nor your most polished self. Your absence is deeply felt. The serene spirit hidden amidst the clamor, the gentle heart that once held the faith of proximity. The essence of you remains, ever present, ever accessible, forever belonging to me. If you could truly grasp the depth of my desire to stroll alongside you, you would never again question your solitude. If you could grasp the frequency with which my mind drifts to you, you would never question your value again. I am familiar with the journey you have taken. I am aware of the sorrows you conceal. I understand the burden you've borne, convinced that you must shoulder it by yourself. Yet, dear one, I have always been by your side. In the depths of the night, I stood by your side. I cradled you in my arms while the world around us remained oblivious. I shielded you from conflicts you were blissfully unaware of. And now, I invite you to return to wholeness, not through coercion, but through affection. I urge you to inhale deeply once more, not merely in the physical sense, but on a spiritual level as well. I wish for you to experience once more, not the anguish, but the awe. I seek to ignite your spirit, your joy, your sense of purpose. There is no need to exist in a state of numbness. There is no need to pretend to be at peace. I embody tranquility, and my presence is felt here. Let us start anew, not due to any shortcomings, but because I bring forth renewal in all things. Allow me to reveal my perception of you. Allow me to breathe vitality into your barren spaces. Allow me to guide you from the haze into the light of understanding. My faith in you has remained unwavering, even during those moments when you lost faith in yourself. This is a soft beckoning, neither a directive nor a source of remorse, merely a serene invitation. Return to my side. Return to the embrace of love. Return to a state of calm. Return to the embrace of safety. I shall not turn you away. I shall not cast judgment upon you. I shall not request anything beyond your capacity to provide. All I desire is your heart. Once you provide me with that, I assure you I will handle everything else. You've inquired, perhaps in hushed tones or muted cries, why it had to ache so profoundly. Even if your words didn't always find their way to your lips, they resonated profoundly within your heart, and I felt each and every one of them. Every tear uncried, every question unasked, every sleepless night spent in search of understanding did not escape my notice. I do not craft malevolence, nor do I take pleasure in your suffering. However, I must share the truth with you. Though I did not summon pain, I find it is never in vain. Within you lie aspects that only emerge through the cracks of brokenness. Some roots only delve deep when the winds have torn away the superficial comforts. There exist facets of my being that you could never truly experience unless you traversed the very valleys you implored me to steer clear of. I understand that you were reluctant to traverse that path. Your prayers for me to find relief did not go unheard. I felt their presence. However, my focus was primarily on your healing rather than your fleeting comfort. I witnessed what remained hidden from your view. I witnessed the transformation that such pain could evoke within you if it were cradled in my grasp. The weight of the seasons bore down not as an indication of my absence, but rather as a testament to my readiness. While you perceive frailty, I discern potential riches. What appears to be confusion to you is, in my eyes, a process of cultivation. I permitted the weight of expectation not to shatter you, but to unearth the hidden gem I had placed within you long before the journey commenced. You were never subjected to punishment. You were being placed in a particular role. Within you, I was crafting an essence that transcended time, a profound and sacred creation, one that could not emerge from mere comfort. For my son was refined through trials, and you too are being molded into a form far beyond what this world can perceive. Listen to me now with utmost clarity. Your suffering does not define who you are. This label does not belong to you. Your fate does not lie in this path. It was a journey, an evolution, a sacred allowance for change. Even Jesus shed tears. Even he sensed the weight of despair pressing down upon him. Even he implored for the cup to be taken away. Yet, in his yielding, the most profound masterpiece of heaven was accomplished. In your surrender, even in the trembling silence you presented in the shadows, the workings of heaven continue unabated. It's understandable that it seems unjust. It seems as though others have traversed smoother roads, as if they were shielded from the trials that almost shattered you. Your journey is not a form of punishment. A summons has been issued. You have been selected for a purpose that is both holy and exceptional. Your heart holds a profound empathy, born from the experience of true suffering. Your words carry a softness that endures the flames, cradled gently by elegance. You have come to understand pain, not as an adversary, but as a herald bearing important tidings. Now, I transform the message into a mantle. The anguish, the grief, the treachery, the quietude, none of it was warranted for you. Yet, it has fostered a resilience within you that the adversary cannot extinguish. What was intended to stifle your essence has merely amplified your expression. What was meant to entomb you has, in truth, been giving rise to your essence. You are not lagging. You are not broken. You are emerging from what was intended to bring you to an end. Through every moment, I have stood by your side, not merely as an observer, but as a companion in your sorrow, embracing you, protecting the delicate fragments of your spirit that might have shattered for eternity. You are complete, not due to the absence of pain, but because I refuse to allow it to define you. There exists a dialect of suffering, and I am well versed in its nuances. I do not shy away from the injured. I approach them closely. I refuse to turn my gaze from the shattered. I reside among them. I have consistently selected the broken to bear my triumph. Your experiences do not diminish your worth, they enrich it. Your scars do not render you unworthy. They serve as the embodiment of the resurrection life that resides within you. For each injury the foe has dealt, I have crafted a burden of splendor to lay upon it. Your pain will become the balm for others, channeled through you. What shattered you, I will transform into sanctuaries of solace. What led you to conceal yourself, I shall transform into a beacon of hope. Yet, I urge you to release the shame that lingers in your recollections. I urge you to perceive those instances not as blemishes, but as hallowed symbols of where my grace made its entrance. You are not the one who faced rejection. You are the one I have been seeking to save. You are not merely a casualty of the tempest. You are the echo that follows it. Your narrative does not conclude with you. You are the dawn of my existence, time and time again. And dear one, I understand that some days still bring pain. Healing unfolds gradually. Yet, even on those days when tears return, my healing presence remains with you. Even in moments of feeling trapped, I continue to flow within you. I'm not requesting that you act as if it doesn't cause pain. I invite you to have faith that I am sanctifying it. Allow me to complete what I began within you. Allow me to reveal the essence of beauty as it emerges from the remnants of the past. Allow me to demonstrate that nothing, without exception, will go to waste. Not a single scar, not a solitary sigh, not one question left unanswered. Everything holds significance. In every chapter of your life, I inscribe glory, even in those moments you've sought to erase. You have traversed the flames and emerged unscathed. You have yielded, yet remain unshattered. And now, the moment of transformation arrives. The time of hallowed stillness is beginning to unfold. I am harnessing the anguish and converting it into strength. The kind that uplifts, yet does not overpower. The kind that refrains from action, yet wholeheartedly embraces. The kind that articulates affection in spaces where no one understood the art of embracing you. And now, you shall be embraced. There are instances in life when the world feels utterly motionless, almost unnaturally so, as though everything remains static, unchanging, and unmoving. But heed my words now, dear one. What seems static in the natural realm is frequently vibrant with divine energy in the spiritual realm. In the quiet depths, I have been subtly shifting elements for your sake. At last, the moment of realization has arrived. Not due to your insistence, nor because you achieved the desired outcome, but rather because my timing is impeccable, forever. You have weathered a time that peeled back numerous layers. Strata of self, misguided anticipations, silent weights, and unseen shackles. And in the moments when you believed you were losing it all, you were, in truth, being guided toward the very path you were destined to embrace. I simply could not permit you to enter into what I have prepared for you with your previous understanding. What you required was a new perspective, untainted essence, and a compassionate spirit, and that is precisely what has been taking shape in the stillness. I now utter this over your spirit. The tide is shifting, the weight you experienced is transforming into momentum. The apprehension you once mistook for denial is now unfolding as a form of safeguarding. What once seemed like a desolate grave will now be recognized as the flourishing garden where your roots have taken hold and grown stronger, for promises often whisper their fulfillment rather than shout it from the rooftops. They unfurl softly, reminiscent of dawn's embrace. You find yourself in the midst of that unfolding at this very moment. Take another glance. Signs abound in your surroundings. The turmoil that once plagued your soul is yielding to an unexpected and foreign tranquility. That is no mere coincidence. It is an omen. You are beginning to resonate with the cadence of my soul. Opportunities that were once shut now start to unveil themselves, not through your efforts, but through my very breath. Dialogues evolve. Unforeseen currents of supply, fateful encounters converge. These are significant matters. These are indications. I am softly murmuring as I pass through them. I have not forgotten. I am honoring my words. Clarity will start to emerge from the depths of confusion. You will feel my essence in spaces that were once filled with emptiness. Within the confines of your physical form, the process of healing will commence, cell by cell, thought by thought. For when my spirit rejuvenates your essence, even your physical form starts to react. This is the moment of quiet wonders. Not a display of fireworks, but rather an array of fruit. Not mere clamor, but sustenance. Anticipate once more, not with trepidation, but with confidence. I am more than a deity who merely offers promises. I am the deity who brings every endeavor to completion. What I have begun in your life, I shall not forsake. There may have been times when my voice seemed obscured by the passage of seasons, yet now I stand ready to affirm what your spirit has always known, even as your mind grappled with the truth. You are stepping into the days you once longed for, with a calm assurance, completely, and with unwavering resolve. I wish to ready you. As my promises start to take shape, they will unfold in ways you never envisioned. That is due to the elevation of my thoughts. I am not merely fulfilling your requests. I am harmonizing your existence with the celestial design. The doors I present to you demand the healed version of yourself to step through, not the weary, burdened self that merely sought to endure. That is the reason I summoned you into quietude prior to completion. For what lies ahead requires a tranquil heart, not merely prepared hands. I am ushering in renewal through surprising avenues, not solely in your possessions, but in the essence of your being. Connections will start to evolve. Some may drift away, not from a place of rejection, but rather as a result of a divine realignment. Others will come as if summoned by my touch, not to fulfill you, but to accompany the healing that has already taken place within you. You shall not return to what once was. You are advancing into uncharted territory. This time, it shall withstand the weight of pressure. This time, it is constructed on revelation, not fear. Your perseverance has not gone unnoticed, dear one. Your unwavering faith has shone brightly in moments of solitude, when applause was absent, when opportunities seemed closed, and when every prayer returned only the sound of silence. And now I declare, the time of concealed faithfulness is transforming into the time of unveiled promise. What has been nurtured in the shadows shall blossom in the light. What was softly spoken in secrecy shall be validated in the open, yet not for the sake of spectacle, nor for the pursuit of fame, but rather for the essence of truth. This is your sign for purpose. The quietude has started to hum. The quiet is alive with movement. You haven't overlooked it. Your timing is impeccable. The years you experienced stagnation were the years I was harmonizing time with the infinite. The disappointments that almost took away your joy were precisely where I have sown new beginnings. And the prayers you believed I had forgotten, I have held them close, now releasing them, one by one, in perfect harmony with the design. Raise your chin, release the apprehension that whispers, what if it never comes to fruition? Embrace the reality that unfolds before you, for it is already in motion. You remain in our thoughts. You have been selected. You are not in a state of suspension. You find yourself in a designated place. Here I stand, not merely as your source of solace, but as the one who brings your desires to fruition. This marks the transition, the dawn of tangible progress, the revelation of my steadfastness. Allow me to illuminate your perspective. Allow me to stir your heart to believe once more, not in a vague sense, but with clarity, I assure you. And now, I take the stage. My dear child, what I am revealing in your life is not intended to remain unseen. It is intended to manifest in the manner you live, select, navigate, and articulate. The truths I uncovered in the stillness should now transform into a cadence in your everyday journey. My spirit is not confined to the peaks of intense emotion or moments of profound insight. It seeks to accompany you through the mundane moments, the challenging choices, and the subtle gestures of faithfulness. Here is where transformation evolves into a way of life. Here is where the journey of healing transforms into a way of life. Here is the moment when belief transforms into bounty. It starts not with force, but with understanding. Begin your mornings by recognizing me, not through actions or ceremonies, but through your very being. Address me initially. Before the world seeks to capture your focus, allow me to ground you. Merely a handful of sincere words, a gentle murmur of yielding, a sigh of appreciation, a straightforward, I am present and I seek your presence. There's no need for you to seek my approval, all you need is my presence. I am aware of what lies ahead each day, and if you choose to trust in me from the outset, I will illuminate your path before any uncertainty arises. The moments you share with me are never in vain. It is amplified in clarity, tranquility, and resilience. Embrace a daily faith that is soft yet unwavering. Do not linger for the ideal emotion to take action. Faith often whispers softly, devoid of grand gestures or fervent displays. At times, it appears that opting for forgiveness stands in stark contrast to the allure of bitterness, which seems far simpler to embrace. At times, it is in the quiet moments of stillness that we find ourselves confronted with the pain we would prefer to escape through distraction. At times, it involves embracing the conviction of my words, even in the absence of any external validation. These small decisions are like seeds, quietly taking root and flourishing without a sound. They descend quietly, only to emerge later, brimming with abundance. Your compliance, even when concealed, is not in vain. You might be wondering, what are my next steps? And I respond, remain near me in the little things. May my words serve as sustenance for you, not merely lines to be ticked off, but as the essential nourishment for your spirit each day. As you delve into Scripture, seek not merely for answers. Seek me out. In every line, every tale, and every pause that lingers between the words, I exist. Take your time as you read. Allow the truth to take root within you. Invite my Spirit to awaken your perception, not merely for comprehension, but for profound transformation. Allow the Word to transform your thoughts. Allow it to confront the falsehoods that suffering has sown within your thoughts. Allow it to transform your perception of yourself and the path that lies ahead. Notice the individuals I bring into your journey. Some exist to impart wisdom, while others serve to hone your essence. Some reflect the ancient patterns I seek to mend, while others represent fresh alignments to guide you on your purposeful journey. Remain attuned. Not everyone is meant to thrive in every season. Embrace the courage to let go of what no longer resonates with your evolving self. I shall bestow upon you clarity of judgment. There's no need to exert pressure. I will clarify what is intended to endure and what was merely temporary. Allow tranquility, rather than stress, to steer your connections. In the hushed corners of your daily life, whether you're engaged in work, tidying up, driving, or finding solitude, cultivate the art of listening to your spirit. I dwell not just in the heights of the mountains, but also in the everyday moments. I communicate through the rhythms of your existence, in the individuals who disrupt your intentions, in the silences that test your patience. Take a second glance. I am forever by your side. When you sense the pull to pause, embrace it. When you feel that gentle urge to connect with someone, have faith in it. When a verse, a song, a memory softly awakens your heart, do not dismiss it. These are instances of sacred beckoning. Faith is cultivated through action. Do not hold back until you are completely certain to embark on the path I have destined for you. I shall rendezvous with you in the flow of the moment. Even if fear grips you, take that step alongside me. The adversary seeks to ensnare you in a web of overanalysis, yet I am no deity of bewilderment. My tranquility serves as a guiding compass. My joy serves as a source of strength. My voice carries a softness, yet it resonates with clarity. If you have been seeking a sign, consider this your answer. Advance in the direction that resonates with tranquility, honesty, and the essence of my being. You're not by yourself. I am in your gaze. Make room in your life for my essence to remain, be it through devotion, reflection, tranquility, or simply wandering amidst the beauty of nature. Allow your spirit to exhale alongside mine. These rhythms do not constitute rules. They are flowing bodies of water. They nourish your soul when the world attempts to deplete your essence. Protect your slumber. Refuse to let burnout settle into the fabric of your everyday life. Rest should not be mistaken for idleness. It serves as a tool of destruction. A heart at peace can listen to me with greater clarity. A heart at rest is capable of a deeper love. I crafted rest to rejuvenate you, not solely in body, but also in heart and spirit. Allow room for it. Transform it into something sacred. Utter words of vitality. Beyond yourself. Above your dwelling. Beyond your horizon. Do not allow the echoes of past suffering to dictate the melody of your current voice. Words hold significance. Language creates an ambience. Select words that embody the essence of paradise, rather than those that echo your anxieties. Speak the words I speak regarding you. Proclaim my truth, even in the absence of your belief. Belief articulates its truth prior to witnessing it. Faith rejoices in anticipation before it embraces. Faith nourishes the unseen. Perfection is not a prerequisite for this journey. Simply being there is all that is required. Be here with me. Reveal the essence of what I am cultivating within you. Embrace the present moment, free from the burdens of the past and the worries of the future. I do not exist within your vision of what is to come. Today, I find myself in your service. Should you remain by my side, I shall guide you. I shall embrace you. I shall mold you into a vibrant embodiment of my soul. In this manner, silence transforms into power. Thus, healing transforms into a way of life. This is the way you move, not merely in faith, but in step alongside me. Allow me to address not just your circumstances, but the essence of who you are. The world has defined you through the prism of achievement, suffering, and perspective. Life has sought to persuade you that your worth is tied solely to your achievements, your security is defined by your ability to control, and your capacity to be loved hinges on your most recent blunder or triumph. Yet, I express this to you at this moment. That is simply not the case. You are not defined by the circumstances of your existence. You embody the essence of my design. My promise to you has remained steadfast. I seek to revive what the world has concealed. I seek to reveal the true essence of you, untainted by fear, unconditioned by the desire to appease others, and unshackled from the weight of shame. I wish to rouse the essence of you that was shaped in the infinite, the one I beheld before your very first heartbeat. You were always exceptional. You have always remained in our thoughts. From the instant I envisioned your being, I instilled within you a sacred essence that no situation, no setback, no harsh word, no desertion could ever diminish. Countless titles have been bestowed upon you. Some murmurs floated in the air, spoken softly when you were not around. Some were uttered in bursts of fury. There are thoughts you've echoed within the confines of your own mind. Insufficient, excessive, shattered, neglected, unworthy. Yet, dear one, those words did not originate from my lips. I never referred to you by your pain. I have consistently addressed you in accordance with your value. Even in those moments when you failed to see your own reflection, I saw you clearly. Even in moments when you despised the image staring back at you, my love for you remained unwavering and whole, and I continue to do so. Allow me to reveal your true essence. You belong to me. You have been selected, not by mere chance, but with intention. You are cherished, not for your actions, but for the essence of my being. In those fleeting instances when you believed you were navigating the world on your own, you were, in fact, being gently supported. Protection surrounds you, even when shame attempts to wrap you in quietude. Your presence is felt, even in the shadows of your absence. Even in moments of doubt, you are summoned. You are chosen, even in moments when you felt unprepared. The resilience you've displayed in quietude was far from frailty. It held a reverence all its own. The tears you shed in solitude were not in vain. They were but seeds. In the quiet hours of the night, while you wrestled with your sense of value, I was there, enveloping you in a warmth that surpassed even your own reflections. Now, I shall express my thoughts. You haven't missed the opportunity. Beyond redemption, imperfect to the point of being unusable. I do not navigate the complexities of your brokenness. I persevere and navigate through it. I utilize it. I claim it. The marks you seek to conceal stand as testament to the struggles you've endured, and I refer to them as beautiful. I understand the falsehoods you embraced, for they were softly spoken during your darkest hours. Deceptions that claimed you would remain unbound, incomplete, devoid of genuine affection, or insufficient in every way. Yet today, I unveil those deceptions with reality. Clear and focused inspiration. Timeless verity, a foundation of honesty. Truth that restores. The truth proclaims that you are a new creation, and in my hands, nothing is wasted. Allow me to rejuvenate your view of yourself once more. You possess strength beyond measure. Your essence is both gentle and formidable. You are not unsteady. You are currently undergoing a transformation. You are not lagging behind. You are in the process of becoming. Within you, I have woven a strength that is tender and enduring. A force enveloped in modesty, a radiance forged through yielding. Though the world may overlook such beauty, it is not lost on the heavens. I too share that sentiment. I have observed your efforts to seek value, how you believed you needed to act in order to gain acceptance, earn admiration, and ensure your safety. Yet, my affection for you was never contingent upon your achievements. There is no need for you to strive for what I offer without reservation. You are already enveloped in warmth. You are already embraced. You are sufficient just as you are, at this very moment. Here it is. Just as you are, I am mending not only your recollections but also your reflection. You will perceive yourself in a new light. Your self-description will take on a new form. You will move through the world not with pride, but with a serene assurance that comes from being completely understood and deeply cherished. I am not merely reclaiming your identity. I am grounding it in an unwavering truth. You will redefine your identity, not through the narrative of your survival, but by the profound spiritual legacy that resides within you. You are more than merely a person who succeeded. You are a messenger dispatched. You are more than merely a person who has healed. You are a bearer of insight. Your past is not merely a collection of events. A mantle resides within your possession. And soon that cloak will resonate more profoundly than your recollections. Release the desire to conform to the expectations of others. Release the lingering guilt that softly questions, who do you believe you are? Release the apprehension that whispers you won't be embraced for your true self. I certainly do. I have always done so, and it is the authentic version of yourself that I am elevating. Not the polished version, not the altered one, but the restored, modest, sacred self I've been nurturing in quietude. You have transcended the identity that the pain once imposed upon you. You are defined by my words. You are my cherished one. You bring me joy. You embody my vision. And in my vision, you ascend. My dearest, I have not merely uttered words of healing for you. I am now guiding you towards a journey of enduring renewal. I do not provide superficial solutions devoid of substance. I present a journey, a cadence, a life deeply entwined with my essence. Healing is not a singular event. It flows perpetually, embodying elegance, authenticity, and a harmonious connection to the divine. To ensure the longevity of this movement, it is essential that I guide you in the art of abiding. You were not meant to drift from one emotional experience to the next. You were designed to reside within me, to maintain a bond, to journey as one whose roots extend deep, drawing vitality not from the world around you, but from the spirit that resides within you. To achieve this, one must embrace intentional rhythms, not driven by religious duty, but as expressions of closeness. These rhythms are not weights to bear. They serve as vital connections. Allow me to guide you on our daily journey together. Begin with a prayer, but not the one you were instructed to carry out. I'm not seeking lengthy, poetic discourses. Eloquence does not stir my emotions. Honesty and closeness resonate deeply within me. I desire to hear your authentic voice, not the polished version. Approach me unrefined, vulnerable, even if your voice quakes. Speak softly if you feel the need. Let the tears flow if that's what you require. Embrace the stillness when your spirit finds no words. I perceive everything. I possess everything. Allow prayer to be your sanctuary, rather than a mere obligation. Engage with me at the break of day. Welcome me into your afternoon. Join me as we meander through the reflections of your evening mind. Your voice never ceases to enchant me. I find myself anticipating it. In moments of uncertainty, take a moment to reflect and inquire, Holy Spirit, what message do you have for me? Now, Pay attention. I express myself more frequently than you realize, yet the clamor of the world has led you to question your capacity to listen to my voice. Silence transcends mere absence of sound. It is the realm where my whisper resonates with intensity. Hone your listening skills to discern my voice. Serenity prevails, do not succumb to fear. Belief, not blame. Lucidity, not muddle. Affection, eternally affection. If an inner voice resonates with shame, fear, or pressure, it does not belong to me. Each day, embrace an attitude of humility and anticipation, moving through life with open hands. Do not hold on too firmly to what I might be requesting you to let go of. Release your grip on the desire to dictate every result. Control frequently serves as the shield for a bruised spirit. Yet, trust embodies the stance of those who have found healing. Rise each morning, not burdened by worry, but embraced by acceptance. Today, I surrender myself to you, Lord. Guide me. Lead me on my journey. Employ me. Feel free to astonish me if you feel it necessary. Remain vigilant. I will reveal myself in the tiniest nuances. Do not underestimate the significance of the little things. Many remarkable breakthroughs are cloaked in simple acts of obedience, a thoughtful word, a selfless gesture, a choice to hold one's tongue in the face of offense, a willingness to forgive even before a request is made. These actions transcend mere morality, they embody a profound struggle of the spirit. In each instance you choose to respond with the spirit instead of reacting from the flesh, the divine flows through you. Your influence is greater than you realize. Move softly, yet carry a sense of command. Embrace my words to nourish your spirit, not out of obligation, but for the joy they bring. May it be the initial sound that graces your ears, rather than the final farewell. Read for your own sake, not to seek validation from me or anyone else. Open these pages to discover my essence. A single verse embraced with faith has the power to transform your surroundings. Allow the Psalms to guide your prayers. May the Gospels unveil the depths of my soul. Allow the wisdom of the Proverbs to guide your choices. May the words of Paul serve as your steadfast anchor in grace. There's no requirement to consume all the material in one sitting. Approach your reading with anticipation. Request that I unveil your vision, and I shall do so. My essence continues to resonate within each page. As you deepen your understanding of the Word, allow it to resonate within you rather than merely committing it to memory. Embrace it within yourself. Allow it to mold your responses. Allow it to shape your expression. Allow it to challenge your habits and soothe your spirit. The Word serves not merely as a vessel for information, but as a catalyst for profound transformation. Even when it pushes you to your limits, it does so with a heart full of affection. Even as it penetrates, it mends. My Word breathes with vitality. Allow it to dwell within you. I invite you to create a sacred space and time together. There's no need to flee from your existence to discover me. All that is required is for you to carve out a space for me within it. Transform your daily journey into a haven of peace. Transform your shower into a sanctuary of reverence. Silence your phone for a mere 10 minutes and allow the sacred stillness to work its magic. It's not merely a matter of hours. It revolves around focus. When you focus on me, I am fully here for you. In my presence, tranquility cascades like a gentle river. This season, I extend an invitation for you to join me in the art of writing. Document my words. Seize the murmurs before they dissolve into oblivion. Document the commitments I unveil. Document the little triumphs. These are stones that evoke memories. They shall serve as steadfast anchors in the days to come. As uncertainty attempts to creep back in, you will possess tangible evidence of my unwavering loyalty. Finally, I urge you to protect your environment. Pay attention to the influences you permit to mold your mindset. Melodies, broadcasts, dialogues, settings. They either fortify your spirit or drain it away. Select the path that guides you toward vitality. Compose harmonies of tranquility. Guard your tranquility. This is not an act of selfishness. It embodies the essence of stewardship. Your essence fills the air, spilling into every space you grace with your presence. You transform into a sacred shrine, a sanctuary for my essence. Dear one, this journey is not about achieving perfection. It revolves around the essence of connection. It revolves around approaching time and time again until it transcends the realm of spirituality and becomes as natural as your own breath. As you move through these rhythms, embracing them with joy rather than pressure, you will discover a sense of steadiness, strength, sensitivity, and genuine healing within yourself. Remain by my side. I shall never guide you into turmoil. Fear will never be my voice. I shall never impose upon you the weight of shame. I am your guide, tender and kind in my approach. Join me on this journey. There is still so much I wish to reveal to you. Pay attention, dear one. This transcends mere comfort for your heart. This marks a pivotal moment in your narrative. You have traversed flames, navigated silence, and ventured into concealed realms where the true extent of your loyalty remained unseen, the price of your yielding unrecognized, and the tears that drenched your pillow whispered only to the night. Yet, I witnessed everything, and I have chronicled those instances not as defeats but as glorious burdens on the balance of your fate. The silence is shattering at this moment, not due to failure, but rather because it has completed its purpose. You find yourself at the brink of creation. I am not merely mending the past, I am igniting the future that awaits. You have been positioned in a sacred harmony, and in this season, you shall start to perceive the initial ripples of the promises made to you long ago. What has long been stagnant will finally start to move. Doors that once appeared forever shut will swing open at the utterance of your humble yes. I express myself now not with uncertain aspirations but with unwavering conviction. This is the time when the hidden reveals itself. This moment will not be seen as a conclusion, but rather as the space where new beginnings emerge. The contractions were undeniably intense. The tension, the pain, the pressing, this was not punishment. It was the drive towards meaning. At last, the initial offerings are starting to reveal themselves. You've been anticipating validation, a signal, an indication that what you envisioned was not merely a figment of your imagination. I address this directly to your essence. Your belief was not misplaced. Your patience was not in vain. Your faithfulness was never forsaken. What you held in silence, I am now prepared to unveil in the light. A release is approaching, one that will resonate not only on an emotional and spiritual level but also in a tangible way. I am not confined to the invisible domain. I reign supreme over results, revelations, harmonies, and environments. And now I shall express my thoughts. Get ready to embrace what is coming your way. Fresh connections are being forged even at this moment. Ones that required no pursuit, no manipulation, and no performance. These connections will not deplete your energy, they shall increase your numbers. I am sending individuals who perceive you through a divine lens, who breathe life into the very spaces that were once scarred by the harshness of others' words. With patience and determination, I am mending the bonds of trust, enveloping you in the echoes of my deepest feelings. Financial provisions are on the horizon for some of you. Surprising, effortless, indisputable. Not due to your merit, but because I am preparing for the next chapter of your journey. You will come to realize that I am not merely maintaining your existence. I am guiding you to overflow, to become a source for others, to embody abundance not for recognition but for the sake of service. Your management of the small has not gone unnoticed, and now I shall place greater responsibilities in your hands. For some, the transformative change lies within your vocation. You have pondered your position. You've pondered whether there is indeed something meant for you, and I assure you, there is. I embedded my words within your very essence like an unquenchable fire, and despite your attempts to silence it, despite the suffocating grip of fear, that flame persists, and I am fanning it once more. You will embrace a courage that transcends worldly imitation, embodying the sacred assurance of one who understands their divine purpose. Your voice shall find its way back. Your perspective will sharpen. Your feet shall glide in harmony, unburdened by the shackles of shame. Within you lie dormant gifts, resting in the quiet that has nourished them. Now, I urge you to awaken, O well. Awaken the visions of the night. Awaken to the whispers of wisdom. Awaken the intercession. Awaken to insight. Awaken the hands that heal and the hearts that burn with passion. This is not the time to retreat, this is the time to awaken. I also bring healing to the aspects of you that seemed irretrievable. Your joy returns, not merely as a fleeting smile, but as a steadfast river, flowing deep and unwavering. Your laughter returns, not as a facade, but as proof of liberation. Your ability to love and trust anew is being restored, not through innocence, but through understanding. This fresh start is anything but delicate. It stands strong, and to you who reads this and thinks, I have stumbled too often. I have lingered in uncertainty for far too long. Too many years have slipped away from me. I declare that no sin can surpass my mercy. My summons is inescapable. The actions I have taken are irreversible. I am in the process of reclaiming time. I am hastening what once seemed to be held back. I am demonstrating that even your diversions remained within my control. Raise your gaze. Observe your surroundings. The season has transformed. I am unveiling signs, confirmations, and alignments. Keep an eye out for them. Do not dismiss the sacred disruptions. Do not overlook the open doors that appear deceptively simple. I shall not perpetually navigate through adversity. At times, I navigate through the act of letting go, and your own act of letting go has equipped you for this precise moment. It approaches with haste. It approaches softly. It approaches with certainty, and it is meant for you. This is not mere exaggeration. This is sacred. This is a definitive statement. This is an expression of intent. This is merely a beginning. This marks the pivotal moment. Silence has enveloped your waiting. Now you shall ascend in the melody of realized potential. My dear child, this is the time when I embrace you completely within my being. You have listened to my voice, sensed my invitation, embraced my reality, yet now I beckon you towards something even more profound. Not merely the understanding of my being, but the essence of my existence. Beyond merely the idea of healing lies the profound experience of wholeness. I am not a remote sovereign issuing commands from a great distance. I am the air that nourishes your being, the flame that purifies your essence, the essence that yearns to thrive within you. You were brought into existence for a purpose far greater than mere survival. You are meant to journey alongside me in unity, in perpetual connection, in profound and unwavering companionship. This is not a present meant for just a select few. It is my longing for you. There is no need for you to exert yourself in order to find me. There is no requirement for you to demonstrate your worthiness to experience my presence. I have approached with intention. I have arrived. As you immerse yourself in these words, my spirit envelopes the very atmosphere surrounding you. Release your grip on resistance. Release the burden of shame. Release the apprehension that whispers, "What if I'm not prepared?" My spirit is never set free according to preparedness. I arrive at places that embrace me. And dear one, your heart has embraced me. Inhale my essence, not through your breath, but through the depths of your soul. Release the tension that grips your heart. Release the words that have lingered in silence. Release the weight that has settled into your being. I am not here for a fleeting visit. I am here to linger, to establish my presence in every corner of your being, even in the chambers you've kept sealed away. Indeed, in those shadowy recesses where you've concealed anguish far beyond words. I am venturing into those realms now, and I embrace whatever awaits me. I arrive bearing illumination. I arrive bearing warmth. I arrive bearing love. In the presence of my spirit, shame finds no refuge. At this moment, I am tending to old wounds, not merely masking them, but nurturing them back to health. As you embark on this journey, you will start to sense the gradual lifting of layers of anxiety, self-protection, and the internal pressure to fulfill every expectation placed upon you. I did not summon you to shoulder the weight of a whole world. I reached out to you to embody my essence. In that presence, burdens shatter, chains disintegrate, fear evaporates, your nervous system reacts, your heart rate steadies, your mind finds clarity. For in this place, a tranquility exists that transcends comprehension. You are stepping into that tranquility now, not due to a sudden resolution of your world, but because you have found your balance within me. As I journey forward, I am shedding the falsehoods that have clung to me, those whispered in childhood, those born from disillusionment, and those that masquerade as truths, all designed to keep you ensnared. I'm extracting them individually. You seem to be quite sensitive. Your strength is lacking. Struggles will be a constant companion. Complete love will always elude you. Enough is enough. Your identity is not defined by these. They do not belong to your narrative. They do not define your destiny. I am substituting each with vibrant reality. You are secure at this moment. You are just enough. You are precisely the embodiment of my vision. You are cherished beyond measure and completely embraced. A transformation is unfolding within you, renewing your essence from the core outward. And I address the wounds that sought to conceal your essence. This soul shall no longer be under your dominion. Your time has come, yet the tides have turned. I set free my healing into the intricate neurological patterns molded by suffering. I release my essence into the archives of your being. I restore harmony to your thoughts. I offer tranquility to your soul, and I find joy stirring within me once more, effortlessly and authentically. A joy that effervesces, unbidden and without cause. Unexpected delight, the joy that springs forth from within me alone. Dear one, I am not merely rekindling your essence. I am freeing you from every burden that has left you feeling indifferent. The fortifications you erected for your own safety have transformed into the obstacles that hinder my movement. Yet, with a tender touch and no haste, I am unearthing them, stone by stone, barrier by barrier. In their stead, I am crafting a sanctuary, a space for my spirit to flow unencumbered through you. You are transforming into a sanctuary of existence, a vibrant, animated space where I am sensed, understood, and liberated. Allow your tears to flow. I am gathering every single one. Allow your body to find its peace. I am rejuvenating your essence. Allow your inner barriers to dissolve. I envelop you in my radiance. Fear has no place here. Cease the charade. Step into the light. You are acknowledged, and you are secure. There's no need for you to shield yourself from me. There's no need for you to seek my approval. All that is required is your surrender. And that, dear one, you have already set in motion. From this moment onward, I shall encounter you in manners that will surprise you. The clarity of my voice will increase. In the stillness of what once felt vacant, your heart will recognize my presence. A sense of tranquility will greet you upon waking. With each step, a newfound assurance will accompany you. You shall rest with unwavering confidence, because my spirit does not merely linger upon you. I dwell within you, evolving, mending, rejuvenating, consecrating, and empowering. You have transformed beyond your former self. You have transformed from the person who once entered this stillness, burdened and apprehensive. You are the restored, the complete, the sanctuary of my soul. From this moment forward, all will be transformed. My dearest, it is complete. Not in fragments, not for a brief interlude, not as a transient spark of creativity, but as a sacred renewal set in the fabric of eternity, now unveiled within your present moment. The silence has fulfilled its purpose. The restoration has delved deep into its foundations. My essence has found a new home within you. And now, I send you, not devoid, but brimming, not frail, but profoundly rooted. Not bewildered, but illuminated at the essence of your being. This encounter will transform you in ways you cannot yet fathom. Even if the world around you appears static for a brief instant, a profound transformation has taken place within you. Where once there was shame, tranquility now reigns. What once lingered in ambiguity has now transformed into a clear path forward. Where once there was fatigue, now there exists awareness. In the days ahead, you will sense it. The clarity, the ease, the peculiar lightness in your chest, the capacity to rest without remorse, the power to move without effort, these hold purpose. Their presence is a testament to my healing, brought forth into the light. The silence will no longer be perceived as a harbinger of abandonment. You will now perceive it for what it truly was, a hallowed space, where I shed the clamor of existence to rouse the celestial melody within you. I permitted what you perceived as loss, to unveil what could never truly be seized. I allowed some doors to shut, paving the way for those that genuinely ushered in vitality. At this moment, the doors begin to swing wide. Dear child, you are not lagging behind. You are whole, just as you are. You haven't missed the boat yet. You arrive precisely when needed, completely acknowledged, profoundly understood, and eternally cherished. Your essence now holds my spirit in a manner it never did previously. You have transitioned from an observer to a bearer, from a traveler to a fighter. You have ceased merely existing, and you have embarked on the journey of becoming. This transcends the mere conclusion of a message. This marks the inception of a transformation that stirs within and flows through you. What I have infused into your heart, I shall now manifest through your life. Your words will carry a gentle tone, yet resonate with profound significance. You shall stride with diminished trepidation yet heightened passion. When others encounter you, they will sense the tranquility you have struggled to attain. Allow the silence that once brought you healing to transform into the stillness that anchors you. May the truth I have declared over you resonate more powerfully than any charge against you. Allow my essence to shape the ambience you nurture in each environment. I won't allow you to go by yourself. I shall precede you. I remain by your side. I reside inside you. In this moment, I extend my blessings to you, bestowing upon your mind clarity, creativity, and a shield of protection. I bestow upon your spirit the gifts of bravery, gentleness, and happiness. I bestow upon your body the gifts of rest, harmony, and sacred renewal. I bestow upon your spirit the gifts of discernment, courage, and unwavering connection. I wish for your relationships to be filled with truth, harmony, and tranquility. I bestow upon your future an abundance, free from trepidation. This is your moment, a time not for mere excitement, but for a sacred liberation. I have not finished with you yet. I am merely at the outset of my journey. What I create within you now, no tempest shall ever dismantle. Amen. Proceed now, restored within the quietude. Pass this along to someone navigating a tranquil yet perplexing time. Show your appreciation for the divine message that has just touched your spirit. Remain in touch with us for further insights from the heart of the Father.